I am here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
Teresa.
Teresa, where are you from?
Moncton, New Brunswick.
Wow, you said 3 times here?
Yes, third time.
Third time. Why do you come back all the time?
Well, I came back twice the last 2 years, and it just seemed like, was I going to come back? And I decided that, yeah, I think I will come one more time.
What attracts you back?
I honestly don't know. I almost didn't come. I by mistake called a priest that I know from Ireland, Father Kelly, and I was discerning whether to come or not. And I called him up and I said, "Are you going to Medjugorje, Father?" And he said, "Yes, I am. Are you coming?" And I said, "I think I am." So I switched up a group and I went with an Irish group this year. And here I am.
Wow. And how is it to be back?
It's great to be back. It's very peaceful here. And I feel more relaxed this time, honestly, to be here. It's just makes you cry. Yeah.
It's like coming home?
It is. It is. It's just like, yeah, it's hard to put into words. I watch a lot of stuff about Medjugorje and different places, and it's just, it's doable to come, and I just thought I'm coming. Yeah, just.
You always have been Catholic? Never went astray?
I've always been Catholic, but in my 20s, I wasn't very strong in my faith. And honestly, I think just by coming here, it was really, it kind of made it stronger to come.
Why?
Just because prayer was so easy, going to Mass was so easy that it was just part of the day. Whereas at home, it was more difficult. It was like, just go once a week or something like that. But to come here, it was just more natural, and it definitely fills something in my soul that was missing.
And you feel now the soul is full?
Yeah, when I come here, yes, it does feel full.
You know, a lot of people search for that fullness of soul. What do you give them as an advice?
I think it's something that you have to find yourself, and it's not something that anybody else can tell you. You just have to find it yourself. Yeah, you just, you do your own testimony as you do, and you just have to find it. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open.
It's not childish, but it's childlike simple. You ask and you receive, right? But a lot of people, they don't want to ask. They think God the Father is an angry old man with a white beard, mistake and sent to hell. A lot of people think that. And when you start to talk about God in the West, often they say, thank you. It's okay. Don't go somewhere else. You know, you strange guy. But this is not our God. How is our God really?
Well, even the pictures around here of Jesus are so welcoming. Like, he's young. He's not old. And he's very, just so human. And there's a picture of Our Lady holding Jesus when he did the, like, Pieta, when he's dead. And she's just like screaming, like crying, like a silent cry. She was just left. And I think that's also human in our world, of what everybody experiences when there's pain and agony. So I think that it's just so natural. Like, people are in a lot of pain, and I think that everybody's seeking something. So you have to find it yourself.
Yeah. But you found a God who understands your pain, your suffering?
Yeah, and I just think, like, here, like, even just those, like, the pictures they have just spoke to me. Like, I've even seen these different pictures. There's one of Jesus putting his hand in the water to get somebody out, you know, there's Peter or whoever. But he's just us. He's just us. He's so human.
Yeah. And he wants to get us out of the water.
He really does. And it's just in the everyday. So when people say, you know, you're religious, or someone might be religious, it's a lot. You can't just put it in a box. We'd like to, but you can't.
But you make the experience a living God. You talk to Jesus like to a friend. And
I'm starting to. Yeah, I think it's through the pictures that I've seen that bring it more natural. And then just sort of living it, like, because it's so much bigger than us.
You go to confession here?
Yes.
How is it? What do you tell people who are scared to go to confession? There are a lot of them. They're scared. They come here after 20 years.
You know, it's like doing laundry. It's just like, you know, when you want to change your clothes and you feel kind of like you need to clean it up. And that's the way it is. You just have to clean your soul. It just feels like, you know yourself, like, this isn't right. There's things that, you know, I got angry about something and I didn't do that right. So it's just, when you can put it out there, it's like you're confronting it. Yeah.
And it feels liberating afterwards. You are free, joyful, happy.
Yeah. It's like you don't have to hide it. It's like you're not hiding. You're bringing it out.
to the light. Like there's a Catholic nun. I received a lot of healing with her, and she said, bringing things in confession to the light, that's where the healing starts. That it's not rumoring around in the stomach, but
Yes,
that it's getting out of us.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we're human. And so we just, people will talk to a friend about a problem because they want to get it out. Well, who's a better friend than Jesus?
Yes.
Just to get it out. Just get
And, the Eucharist. A lot of people don't understand the Eucharist. It's the
tough.
biggest gift.
Yeah, it is tough. A lot of I think that's why, because it's so humbling and so simple in a way, and it's everything. It's everything.
Explain. Why is it everything?
Because it's accessible to everybody, can easily take it for granted, but it's profound, really. Like just like Carlos Acutis doing the Eucharistic miracles to bring it to light, and he was so young and looking at that stuff. So I think it's just so simple and yet so profound at the same time, that if what I've started to do is after I get communion is just close my eyes and say thank you. And a lot of in the churches now where they'll just say, O sacrament most holy, O sacrament divine, just kind of block out everything else, and that just kind of centers that. And Our Lady asked us to just take about 10 or 15 minutes after communion to just kind of
What do you tell people? A lot of people, they can't forgive. It's hard for them. What would you advise them or tell
be
them?
brave.
Yeah.
Be brave. Yeah. You hit the wall. You're going to hit a wall at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's really hard to forgive. Of course, it's probably the hardest thing to do. But that's what confession is about. And that's when it's liberating. So the longer it seeps, it just gets worse. And,
You got a favorite saint?
Saint Therese de Lisieux.
Why? I love her. Why? Why her?
She was only 24 when she died, and she accomplished so much, but she was so humble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Saint Bernadette, the same. They really suffered. Call them my girlfriends.
They have the same spirit like you. That
they suffered, died young, and just they put up with so much, but they knew there was, as Our Lady said to Bernadette, you will have a hard life here, but heaven will be your home. You'll be okay there.
Yeah. And what do you tell people who suffer?
Oh, our dear Lord suffered. Welcome to that world. Like suffering is the most humbling thing. I just was over a bout of shingles, and it was terrible, and I never knew what pain was. So yeah, suffering, what our dear Lord suffered on the cross, what his poor mother went through. That's when you hit a wall. When you are in pain. When you're in pain, that will bring you to your knees because you don't know where to turn.
And then you turn to God and you experience that God of love.
That's right. It's open. Like that's when you're given an opportunity. And actually, Vishka,
The visionary Vishka.
she has suffered so much, and I think what she said was say thank you, because it's a gift. It's a profound gift.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. You see it as well like that now, the suffering is a gift?
I do. But it's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is. It is a gift. Can't say more than that, but it's just so humbling.
It's just humbling. I see you have that humility. How can people have that humility?
They will if they're good in pain.
That's what I learned too.
I don't think I didn't feel humble before, but when you go through something or with somebody, that will, yeah.
That's so true what you're saying. And you also think our faith is that our heart, every chamber of our heart is full of love, that we clean our chambers of the heart of the dirt of unforgiveness, anger. That's our journey to sanctity.
Yes, yes.
How do we do that?
Day by day, putting one foot in front of the other. Some days are harder than others. Just walk the walk. This isn't an easy life.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep trying. You'll meet people on the way. There'll be a word spoken. You'll read something. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not an easy journey. But just keep going. And some days you're on top of the world. Other days not. Just
keep going. Yeah. Following that little gentle voice of the Holy Spirit, yeah, which is love and peace. How do you discern that little voice?
Through prayer. Through
Yeah.
prayer. Praying helps a lot. The birds.
Yeah, it's a gift. God
I
is
love the
good. It's a
birds.
gift, no?
Yeah, I love the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And may I ask you a question? Did you ever try to live in the intention, thy will be done, as it said in Our Father, to try to live in the divine will?
I have, I guess.
Mhm.
That's tough. Thy will be done. For all of us.
Yeah.
For all of us. Thy will be done.
But when you're in His will, life becomes smoother. The problems are there.
Yes.
Everything is there, but you experience a loving, living God in
It's
your
right
life.
to let go.
Yeah, let go, let God.
Let go.
You made experience that He wants better for us,
Yes.
that He knows the best for us.
Yeah.
You've passed through that experience as well.
I have. Yeah. Yeah. Just let go and let God. And it's an ongoing thing for all of us, because then you'll meet roadblocks and then you'll have to do it again. What else do I have to let go? It's just, it's a process. It's a journey.
And you have like a favorite place in Medjugorje you like a lot?
I love right around here with the trees
Here we are next to the church. It's really beautiful. The statue in the back.
and the mountain, of course, being on the mountain,
Apparition Hill or Cross Mountain?
Cross Mountain.
Why Cross Mountain?
Yeah.
Why?
There's just, I think the whole mountain is holy. I think even like just the leaves, the trees, like the wind through the trees and stuff. I think it's just, there's something about it. Even if you can't really climb the mountain, just being on it, there's something about it.
And what is Medjugorje for you?
It's like coming home.
Huh? It's a school of love also?
Yeah,
To learn how to love?
Yeah, learning how to love.
To surrender to God's will?
Definitely.
And it starts again with the intention, you ask and you shall receive.
Yes, and just taking courage
Yeah.
to be outgoing.
And there we are. Take courage. The church confirms it. And come and join the School of Love, no?
Yes.
What can I say? Thank you so much for that beautiful interview.